Captain's Log. Sailing the high seas, we've seen our wealth increase greatly. If we are to be accepted as a ruler, we must first adopt the Calradian customs and start a family native to these lands. Then, we return to our fleet and continue our raiding. Skull. So here we are back in our story, and it's been some time. I think it's been around a year, maybe a little more than a year. And we've done a couple of things that I will mention to you in a moment. As you can see, we are now a part of the Nords finally. It took some time, but it has finally happened. And we have this tournament, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and first take care of any points that we might have. We have a point here in Steward. Minus 25% wages and upgrade costs of the mercenary troops in your party. Or prisoners in your party provide carry capacity as if they are standard troops. I think we're going to go for the... we're probably going to go for this just because we don't really use a lot of mercenary troops. Or really any. Maybe we will later, but probably not. So I think we're just going to go for this. And then Mariner. Plus 20% morale boost for crew while on your own ship. Okay. Minus 10% melee damage taken by the crew while on your own ships as well. I guess we could go back to micromanaging when we're on ships and try to stay back on our own ships instead of allowing our troops to rush forward onto their ships in order to make use of this rallying cry. Or Terror of the Seas, plus 20% to morale loss suffered by enemy ships in battle. Okay. But they would have to lose the entire ship, or is it saying when they lose all the troops on those ships? 20% to morale loss suffered by enemy ships. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Minus 10% melee damage taken by crew while on the enemy ships. Well, it's saying for this one, for the crew while on own ships, so it's probably the same thing, but in reverse, right? So it's for their crew while on their own ships? I don't know, that one's worded a little strangely to me. But I think because we don't want to micromanage too much, we'll probably just go for this one anyways. And then for our focus point, how are we doing on leadership and tactics? We definitely need a point in leadership, so we'll do that. And then I don't think we have anything for Carrie or Thorkel. Oh, he has a focus point, okay. Well, that's going into Mariner. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's run into this tournament. Very original. We have not done any tournaments, of course, in this series. No, of course, I'm kidding, but... yeah. Wow, 1 damage for that? We actually got pretty lucky. That horse is probably... nearby. Yeah, I see him actually. That was easy. Let's go for the bowman. Let our cavalry take care of their cavalry. Wow, I actually got him. Okay. Well, that worked out pretty well. Where's... oh. Here. Oh, he's not even throwing at us. Wow, okay. Great AI there. Oh, I totally missed. Oh, okay. Well, I missed my actual target. And we will get a nice helmet here if we manage to win this now. Kind of messed up that shot. Oh, no, I couldn't see where it was going. Okay. Oh, no, I shouldn't have tried to back up there. Well, that still worked out. Now we have to go against Orthogar. Is he good? Oh, he is actually pretty good at just about everything. His athletics is not too high, though. Not too high. I need to stop backing up while I throw these axes. I don't know. Oh no. Man, he is unstoppable. Oh, no. We were very close there, though. He was just unstoppable with those blocks, actually. Okay, well, that does happen sometimes. We did pretty well. Now, what I was basically doing, other than joining the Nords, which did take some time, we are trying to marry... where is she? Gulta here. And she is a part of the ruling clan of the Nords. So we sent a messenger over to Mjolnir, because I think he's, like, in an army or something like that. I haven't been able to find him, so hopefully we can just leave, and hopefully our messenger will get there, and we can try to pay whatever the bride price is going to be. And then we will have ourselves finally a wife, and we are already 33, so we do need to get started on a family, just in case this series goes on too much longer. We do not want to end up... How are we friends with Durthert? I don't even know how that happened. Well, that's apparently a thing. We're friends with Durthert. That's hilarious, actually. But anyways, so we are going to be trying to marry somebody. Marry Durta, or whatever her name is. Marry Gulta. Yes, Gulta. Yes, I will remember your name eventually. And other than that, we're basically in a spot where we're at war with the Khuzaites, which is not a very good place for us to be, really. I mean, this is not the best war for us to go against, because there is only this one waterway, really, that we can try to assault them from. And obviously we're not going to try to siege them currently, but that could be maybe an option at some point. So I think we may just... I don't want to keep doing piracy forever, because that is a little boring after a while. But we may try to stack up a little bit more money, and then maybe try to take ourselves a fief somewhere. But if we do that, then we probably won't want to go for Hvalvik, which is kind of what I want to do. I want to take over this island and have our kingdom be from out of there. But we can't really take it from the Nords while we're a part of them, so... We'll see. We have a lot of renown left to go before we can really do anything else. We need a little bit more renown to become a vassal, and we're going to need a lot more renown to actually form our own kingdom. So for the time being, we're just going to try to get married, and then we will go back to fighting at sea. And we're going to go ahead and set sail right now. Okay, now unfortunately, Mjolnir got himself captured by the Khuzaites. So we're going to have to wait for him to... be released, and I don't know how long that's gonna take. How is he friends with every ruler? That is very strange. Every ruler. Oh, he's enemies with Regenvad. Of all the ones, we don't really want to be enemies with the Sturgeons, but okay. I mean, that's his prerogative, I suppose. But yes, we're gonna go ahead. I guess we'll just go into the area of you know, the sea here, and maybe even go inwards here. We have all of our land troops, just about. I may go ahead and do a tiny bit of hiring. Yeah, I'll go over here and do just a tiny bit of hiring, but otherwise, yeah, we're just gonna head over to that sea and maybe do some more piracy. Okay, so here we are attacking some more fishers, and I did notice that actually we are above our ship troop capacity, but not our land troop anymore. So I did actually have to get rid of a couple of sturgeons. But either way, we are just going to attack them, and hopefully we don't really lose too much, because I don't want to keep going back and forth between the Nordlands and these lands, or these waters. And let's go ahead, engage. Okay, we're boarding. Number 4, good damage there. Missed that shot. Yeah, they are already basically dead. Okay. Let's see how they're doing over there. We probably won't be able to make it over there in time. Yeah, they're basically going to be boarding right now. That's okay. Okay, as expected, they took care of that ship all on their own, and we lost absolutely nobody. Very good for us. Of course, we don't get anything there. Maybe we'll get no ship. Okay, no ship. That's okay. We'll go for these guys next. Okay, so we didn't even really board them. We do have a couple of these ladders out, but they're not boarding for some reason. Now they are. Okay. They're already pretty much wiped out. Where's the other ship? Oh, it's actually over there. What is What are they doing? They're not even boarding them. I guess we'll just have to throw some weapons at them and hope we can make a hit. Kind of an awkward angle, though. I don't really see a point in cutting loose because, yeah, see, they're basically already done. Okay, so that was that. Another 23 dead, and we took no losses whatsoever. Do we get a ship this time? We do. Okay, we get one ship. So that's finally a couple thousand. So I guess when I said that it was completely overpowered, maybe we were just getting lucky with the amount of ships we were getting. Because now we are not really getting too many. So getting, 4,000 in an entire fight really isn't that insane. I wonder what happens. It says it'll start a war. We're already at war with the Crusades still, right? I believe we are. We'll just go ahead, take them prisoner, and we're going to see. So we get 28 prisoners. And we're going to see, will we get automatically all their ships? No. So that feels a little bit strange. If you're at battle with them, and you do some damage to their ships, right? You might decide, oh, this one's too damaged. We're not going to take that. We're not going to bother, right? When you take them all prisoner, what do you think happens to their ships, right? I think this is just a balance issue where they know, where Tailworlds knows, that the ships have too much value when you go to sell them. I think they should just drop the value of the fishing ships by, like, 60%, really, because... Carry on farewell, what? Why can't we attack you? They have no valuable goods. That is actually hilarious. But yes, I think the price of the fishing ships should just go down, but you always pretty much take them unless you destroy them. I think that would probably be the best way to do that. Yeah, but either way. We'll go ahead and go into another one of these battles. We're just going to keep doing this, like I said, for a couple, probably a week or so, because we're going to have to wait for our monarch to actually get out of being a prisoner. So this is just what we're going to be doing for the time. I will skip through most of these battles, and I will just let you guys know once Mjolnir or whatever his name is free. Okay, so we got another ship, and we're going to go ahead. We're pretty much full on prisoners. We're going to head over to Varnovopol, and we're going to sell these, I think, 2 ships that we have. And we might actually keep them so that we will always be over our land troop capacity. And then, so we might keep 1 just to have the extra troop space. There's a nice convoy here. I might attack this on the way in. Can we hit it before it gets into Varnovopol? Oh, they got attacked by somebody else. Okay, well, not really worth splitting in that case. Let's manage our fleet. Let's get rid of this one because it's got such low health. Yeah, look at that. So this one has half its health. It's 4,400. This one has 1/4 of its health, and it's 3,800. So the damage doesn't really do as much to the value as you would think either. I think this needs to be changed because, I mean, I cannot imagine we'd go in with a half-destroyed ship, and they're like, yeah, we'll give you, 90% of its market value. There's no way. No one would ever do that. So definitely some rebalancing to do there as well. We'll repair our ships. We don't really have much to trade, but we will go ahead and get rid of these couple of boots that we got. We actually need to buy ourselves some food. We'll buy a bunch of meat. We'll buy all the butter, the cheese, and that's pretty much it. Okay, now we have 80,000. Let's go to the town center. What is this now? Back taxes. Your reputation as a skilled trader generally does you good, but there is always a downside. When you arrive in Varnovopol, the market inspector descends from his tower to present you with a list of fees that you supposedly accumulated over the years based on decrees that go back several centuries. This is like one of our first times being in this town, so that makes no sense at all. The decrees may be genuine, but in all your talk with merchants, you never heard of anyone ever paying them. So we could just basically say no, gain some renown, but we get a crime rating. We could pay, but say for all to hear that selective application of obscure laws is a little better than theft. Reason with the inspector over a splendid dinner. And, okay, some fine wine. So we'll still pay 100, but we'll get 50 influence. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna say we'll take the influence here. Yeah, I'll take the influence. 50 or 100 gold for the influence will actually be a pretty solid profit. Yes, that should be nice. And then go to the Tavern District, ransom our prisoners, level up all of our party, and we have some pretty solid troops now, some Huskarls, and one Sky God's Chosen now. And we also have a pretty solid amount of the Shield Companions, Convoy Guards. Are these mercenary troops? No, I'm not too sure. But then we have Hearth Guards as well. Look at this. We have a pretty solid party, I would say. Now, Shipmaster perk. Shock and Awe, 30% morale boost when ship rams an enemy ship. Okay. 10% to speed on campaign map when against the wind. I think that would be pretty useful for us. The Windborne is plus 20% to sail forces in missions. I think that would actually be kind of a downgrade in a way because, I mean, the sail is useful when you're, you know, speeding through and trying to get yourself to the ship quickly, but it can also make you overshoot because it picks up a lot of speed. And then minus 50% to duration of disorganized state. That would be nice, but I really think that this one is probably going to be more useful for us. Anytime you want to go somewhere, you end up going against the wind at some point, so we're going to want to do that so that we don't have to just follow trade winds all the time. And that's it there for the moment. Let's go to the port. Actually, let's check. Last seen at Tyal. He's probably still a prisoner. Yeah, he's still a prisoner. That's a little unfortunate. He's already been prisoner for like a month. Of course, we're on the time, the increased time module or whatever. So there's only 7 days in a month, but still feels like he should be getting out of being a prisoner soon. Hopefully, let's look around for some more ships that we can fight. See if we can fight these guys. Nope, that's that same one from before. Okay, so I'm gonna look around. I may even just decide to raid a village just to see how that goes. But I'm gonna look around. There's that convoy again. Some sea raiders would be fine with attacking these guys. Okay, there we go. So heave to and prepare to be boarded. Pirate. I say as I am literally a pirate at this point. Okay, just getting some throwing in. Right to the base there, it looked like. Oh, shoulder. Okay, it was a shoulder hit. Still, though, pretty good shot. And now, I guess I used up all of my good shots with that one, because the rest of that was pretty terrible. Oh, that was a good one. Right in front of me. Nope. Nope. Where were they? Nobody's even boarded that other ship, apparently. No, they're not even close. I don't know what the ship next to us is even doing. They're actually just kind of rowing right into us, apparently. Okay, they ended up taking care of it after a minute. We only lost 4. That's pretty good. We got ourselves 12 influence, 5 more renown. I think we should be up to our clan tier of 2 by now. Let's go ahead and check that out. Oh, we actually get 2 ships. Ooh, and one is an actual longship. I think we are ready to actually keep a longship at this point. Yes. Yeah, we're keeping you. Steed of Sarah. Okay. I like that. I very much like that. Now look at our troop capacity. We're up to 131. Is that accounting for... Oh, no, 217. Ooh, that is incredible. Okay, so we're probably going to end up selling off at least one of these light longships now. Let's go to our managed fleet. And we'll sell this fishing ship now. We don't need that. And we're going to sell one light longship. We'll get rid of the Stallion of Chal, I think. Tyal. That's another 9,000. Repair all of our ships. We're up to 150 on the ship troop capacity. That is pretty good. It's pretty good, I would have to say. Sell all of this stuff as well. And we don't really need the step horse anymore. We'll sell that. And I don't think there's anything else to sell here, really. Let's see. Is there any good food to buy? Some beer. Buy a little bit of beer. That looks good. Okay, what I think we're going to do now... Let's see. He's probably still... Yep, he's still taken. We're going to go and do a little bit of hiring. Just to fill up our ship troop capacity. And then I think we are going to try and raid a village. Just to see how it all goes for us. Because we can escape onto our ships if we need to. Let's go ahead and use this focus point and our leadership point. +4 starting battle morale when attacking. Yes, we will probably do that. Plus 50% recruitment rate of tier... yeah, that's just prisoners. We don't really care too much about that. And another leadership point is fine. Okay, so here we are in another fight with Sea Raiders. As you can see, we have up to 150 troops now, which is pretty dang good. Definitely, obviously, the most that we have had yet, and that should make it a lot easier to take care of these random bandits and things. Now, we need to go ahead and switch out our hull biter. We're just going to switch everything down like this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And now we have an actual longship at our disposal, instead of these light longships. Unfortunately, we still do not have enough for a 4th ship. I do not know. I really do not know. I need to look into why this is. If it's maybe just something you get at a certain mariner level or something like that. But either way, look at this. Oh, this beautiful ship. Definitely a good, you know, leader of the fleet. So let's go ahead and get in and fight with a longship for the first time. Now, of course, in my zeal with dealing with this longship, I did forget to bring our troops in, but they'll be here eventually. We don't have to worry too much. Oh wow, this thing actually takes a long time to slow down. Oh, look at that. That was insane. Okay, that was all my fault. Let's go ahead and do some throwing here. Let's get some damage in. I don't know if we're going to end up being able to board them properly. What is this guy doing? Trying to get back to the steering. That's funny. Okay, well, let's kill him. Or not. Or not at all. Okay. And we took shield. And now they're defending him. Yes. Okay. That's horrible. Can we just jump? Gonna try. The waves are not really, Oh. Okay. Sorry for offending you. Let's get in here and just hold this ship up first. Oh, okay. I should have blocked there. Okay, well, that does happen occasionally. Let's see what's going on. Okay. We lost 10. Yeah, that's probably mostly my fault. Being a little too excited about our longship there. Now we are very injured. Luckily, despite the death for all, we did not die. We did lose 10 troops, but either way, we're gonna go ahead and head over. We're gonna head out of this sea. I went to the wrong sea, apparently. I don't know how I did that. I think it was just because I was chasing these guys. But, we're gonna head in, try to raid one of the Khuzait villages and see how that goes. Okay, and never mind, because they decided to make peace. Look at that. 13 million. Right? No, 1.3 million. Okay. That is still a ton. They will also lose 3,900 influence. Yeah, the Nords got absolutely, completely destroyed. That is crazy to see, but it should mean Mjolnir is a fugitive. Huh. I wonder how long that's going to last. Hopefully not too long. We're going to head into Hvalvik, I think, because this might... I assume that this... Oh, no, maybe it's not. What's his home? Thronderlag. Okay, so we'll head into Thronderlag, and that should be where our wife will be waiting when we're able to actually marry her officially. Pick her up, and maybe because she'll be able to lead another boat, maybe that'll allow us to have a fourth in our fleet. I'm not too sure, though. And otherwise, I guess we're gonna just need to wait for another war, and look at that, Crusade has a lot of territory. That's not too good, as well as Vlandia. But hopefully we can start to take back a little bit of land. Now, of course, I have been a little crazy when it comes to sailing. We basically just, you know, click our destination and let us sail through the deep waters if necessary. That just cost us about 4,000 just to get back from the sea. So maybe we shouldn't do that too much. I just figured I kind of wanted to see how it would go. But luckily we do have a lot of stuff that we can sell here, so we'll do that. And we do need to buy a little bit more food again. We're going to actually start carrying a lot more food. And cheese. We'll just buy all the cheese, all the butter, a couple pieces of the beer. And that should be okay for the moment. 40 days. Okay, we'll do that. Go to the town center. Let's go to the arena and do this tournament. Just passing a little bit of time. Look at that. A nice two-handed axe. I think that's better than the one that Thorgal already has. So that might be a good idea to have him use if we get it. Wow, totally missed. Okay, good. Got him. And that was the Sky God's Chosen. Okay. Should we bet on this, maybe? Eh. We're not really consistently winning tournaments yet, so until we do that. Ooh, nice damage from him. Meanwhile, we've done, what, 15 or something damage to him? I think he's got us here. Definitely got us on the ropes. Maybe Blue will help us out. Get him. Get him, Blue. Yes. Yes, get him. No! Oh, no. Oh, if we had just let Blue do the damage there, we actually would have made it to the next round. Okay, well, that was definitely a bit of a choke on my part. How is Mjolnir doing? We can finally send him a messenger. I actually don't know. I sent the messenger last time it went out onto sea, and it did not let me get the messenger, so I don't know if that's a diplomacy issue or what. So we're gonna go to the port. We're going to set sail. We're going to leave some of our troops. There we go. And we're going to go over here. We're just going to land and see if we can't get this messenger. Okay, and we did, instantly. So yes, I don't think that it actually works if you are at sea. Let's see. Discuss the final terms. He only wants 6,000. Okay, I was expecting a lot more than that. We're definitely doing this. And where is she at? Is she at Thronderlag? Ulta? Gretisfjord. Okay. Where's that at? I think that's over here, right? Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go pick her up now. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna repair our ships, go to the town center, go to the tavern. We'll get rid of those prisoners. That's a Botanian Wanderer. We'll go to the arena first. We're gonna do this tournament. And it looks like we're gonna get a Warlord helmet with cheek guards if we do manage to win this. Great. Okay. We're definitely... Oh, wow. Our guy with the thrown axes is just dominating. Look at those great shots from him until that last one. Wow, are we even gonna get... We only got one hit on anybody. Who was that? Anley? And we are still a teammate with him. Just let him dominate. Oh no, this guy swings incredibly fast. Not as fast as us though, once we get going. Very good. Oh. Okay, I thought we were gonna be 2v1. Oh yeah, we might be. Oh, okay, good job, teammate. Once again. Only, I do not really want to face you in the final round, but that might happen. Oh no. Oh no, again. Let me out, teammate. Oh no. You got this, Only. I know. You got this. Wow. Incredible. Now it's us versus him. That's a little terrifying. Let's hope his two-handed skill is not very good. It might be. Wow, he is good. There we go. We did it. We actually beat Only. And he just absolutely carried us through the entirety of that tournament, actually. Let's see, is this helmet something that's worth it for us to actually use? For 20,000, I don't think so. I think we still want to sell this, get ourselves some extra money we'll take. And then we're gonna go to the keep. And Ulta, where are you? Ulta, there you are. Take care of the party, perfect. Now I don't remember, I know you used to have to wait in settlements for your wife to get pregnant. I don't know if that's the case anymore. Turn out their pockets? No, we're not gonna do that. We'll be devious or whatever. I'm not gonna read that whole thing to see what the deal was. But let's set sail. And now I'm kind of curious to see if we get into a fight, will she actually be able to lead us with a fourth ship? Yeah, I still don't see anywhere. I mean, it shows the fleet condition, blah blah blah. In fleet here, it does not tell you anywhere, and I'm very confused by this. I feel like I'm missing something very obvious. For how many ships you can bring into battle. There must be something that I'm missing that decides that. We're gonna go here for, I guess, the plus 10% handling to two-handed weapons. Yeah, we don't really care too much about the damage to shields. It's very uncommon that we're gonna be using a two-handed against shields anyways, because it's only really in tournaments that we use the two-handed. And then for Steward, we're up to 225 now, which actually means we're gonna start having a decrease in the amount of learning rate there pretty soon. We'll go for plus 10% carrying capacity for troops in your party, or minus 20% trade penalty for trading mounts, or 20% carrying capacity for pack animals, and minus 20% trade penalty for trading pack animals. Yeah, I mean, either of these aren't really going to be too important. We'll just take the carrying capacity, I suppose. And for boatswain, minus 30% to wages for cavalry troops while at sea, or minus 30% to the weight of mounts when in the ship's cargo. That might actually be kind of useful to carry a bunch of mounts for our foot soldiers when we end up disembarking. That might be kind of useful. Or minus 10% to wages of non-mariner troops while at sea. We basically want to try to use as much mariner troops as possible. Or minus 30% to weight of pack animals and livestock when in the ship's cargo. Yeah, we would basically be using the naval horde much more often, I feel like. And that, so Carrie and Thorkel have not really gotten anything lately. And then Gulta, let's take a look at her. So she actually has fairly okay mariner skills, and a good stewardship skill as well. So that'll potentially be useful if we decide to end up putting her into a party at any point. And she's okay at combat as well. She's actually very good all around. exactly what I would expect out of a Nord wife. So that's good. We're going to see if she ends up getting pregnant at sea. I don't know. I think she won't if we're just walking around on land. But maybe while we're at sea, she will. And otherwise, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We're going to head over to Hvalvik, and we're going to kind of hope that they declare war. But otherwise, we might just... I don't know. We need to get more troops before we're going to be able to take Hvalvik by ourselves. We may even have to go for Hakarkish Castle here, Hakarshis Castle, first. But I really do want to take this over. This island it's in my sights for sure. But we'll head over to Hvalvik for now, and hopefully we can do some raiding in the next episode. That would be kind of cool. But either way, that is going to be it for this episode. So as always, I thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.